Hey everyone, Val here, and this morning's breakfast is again a 3-egg omelet with cheese and my grapefruit. I also have my fiber drink with my vitamins, and that's it for this morning. I'm going to work in the office today. Actually, my son hooked up the computer in the back, the new computer, so I'm going to work back there in the craft room on the new computer. I need to do the taxes, and I think I'm going to do it on the new computer so I can save it to the hard drive back there, which I think will be very cool to be saving on. He has 2 hard drives in that and a whole lot of storage. So he says he's keeping one separate for like my pictures and my videos if I want to save videos. I don't really save videos, but I may put together an intro or an outro or something. I don't know. I can get a little more creative, I think, now that this editing program should be working. So I'm going to do that. And probably work on crafts today. It's not going to be a very exciting day. I do have a load of wash in, and it's basically the tablecloth that I had on the dining room table. I'm washing my shower curtain, the covering off the chair, things like that. So that's in the wash. And I don't really have a whole lot of other plans. I need to go grocery shopping at some point, but I think I'm going to do that tomorrow morning early. They do have a knitting group tomorrow for the club that I'm in. I'm thinking about going to that and checking that out and seeing what that's all about. It's like a crafters club, knitting, crocheting, whatever crafts I guess you do. So I just may pop on down there and get to meet a couple of the ladies that are crafty and hang out with them for a couple of hours. But we'll see. That's tomorrow. But I think I still, as long as I'm back before 10 or in that range, I can still go grocery shopping tomorrow or Friday. I really don't have any plans, so nothing's set in stone. So I'm kind of flexible. But I do know I want to continue working on some crafts for the craft fair, get my stash built up a little bit, and keep on cleaning and doing a little bit of home improvements here and there as I'm just kind of getting through the winter season here and getting ready for the cruise. So let me eat my breakfast, and I'll catch up with you in a few. I'm looking at my laptop and going through my email, and I got an email from Yuka, Y-U-K-A, and it has an article on fiber, and I thought it's kind of interesting because I do my fiber drink every morning. My VA nutritionist recommended that I take fiber every morning because I'm trying to get my A1Cs down, and she gave me kind of diet, not really a diet, but kind of suggestions on what to eat to help to improve my A1Cs. It's not really a weight loss program, and she said it wasn't about losing weight. She didn't want me to be doing this to be losing weight, although I am, trying to lose a little bit of weight. I'm not obese or anything. I would like to get my weight down a little bit, and I'm not stressing it. It's not something that I'm stressing. I am tracking it. I use my tracker to track what I eat and see where I could do better, and I'm not stressing over if I don't do great. So please don't think that I'm on a desperate weight loss program to lose weight because I have health issues that require that I lose the weight immediately or something like that. This is not what I'm doing the weight loss thing for. I'm doing it because I'm getting older and I need to watch, because my body weight creeps up slowly. I can gain 10 pounds a year, and then before I know it, I've put on 50 pounds in 5 years. It's a slow gain. So I need to do a slow loss and then a maintain, and I need to do that by being aware of what I'm eating. Does that mean I'm not going to eat bad foods? It doesn't mean I'm not going to eat bad foods, because if I keep something from my body that I want to eat, then I'm not going to be happy, and I'm going to feel guilty after I eat it, and I don't need all that pressure. I don't need it. And even my son was here yesterday. He brought me my computer, and he, does weight loss a lot. He kind of yo-yos a little bit, and he and I are about the same weight now. And he said, Mom, you've got to eat what you want to eat, in moderation, because if you don't, you won't be happy, and your body will sense that, and then it'll hold on to fats. And I don't know, he went through this whole thing, and I don't know where or how he knows his information or gets his information from, but I mean, it kind of makes sense that if you start stressing over stuff, it's not going to be healthy. So I would rather, if I want a cheeseburger, I'm going to go get a cheeseburger. Am I going to eat a cheeseburger every day? No, I'm not. Is it going to make my weight fluctuate because I went out to a restaurant to get it? Yes, it is. And I've got to be aware of that so that I'm not doing that 2 or 3 times a week. I've got to make my choice and then move on from that. So, but does that mean I eat dessert every day that's full of sugar and fats and stuff? No, I don't do that either. I've got to kind of be selective of what food that may not be the best for me I pick for the week, and then try to stay on track the rest of the week the most that I can. And I think that I'm balanced with that. I do need to eat more vegetables. I do know that. I try to stay active, because the thing is, a person can be really active and be overweight. And they can, I knew a girl that was probably twice the size as she needed to be, but she taught spinning class and could outspin everybody. You know what I'm saying? So she was by no means out of shape. She bicycled all the time. Why she held the weight, I don't know. Not my business. But that it didn't make her not fit, so to speak. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. But anyway, I am trying to get my A1Cs down. That's my basic goal. My nutritionist is not going to yell at me for being the weight I'm at and for trying to lose a little bit weight. And if I gain a pound, she's not going to yell at me, because that is not what I have a nutritionalist or a nutritionist. I don't know what the word is. That's not why I have her. Her goal with me is to get my A1Cs down, and I'm trying to follow the guideline the best I can that she's given me to do that. Because I don't want to be on, I don't want to get my numbers into the diabetic range, and I don't want to be on medicines to try to control my A1Cs. I want to do it as naturally as I can. I don't want to be on any kind. I don't take any medicines right now, prescription medicines. I don't take anything for high blood pressure, cholesterol, any of that stuff. I'm on no medicines because I don't have those issues. I've always tried to stay as healthy as I can through vitamins and exercise and all of those other things. So by no means am I unhealthy. I had arthritis problems in my knees. I still do from time to time, but the exercising and getting a little bit of weight, I was at 211 a few years ago, and getting that extra 20 pounds off my knees has really helped. And having a house that really I don't have to be running up and down the stairs 3 or 4 times, 5 times a day, whatever it was in my other house, it really, my knees are a whole lot better than they were. But getting back to the fiber issue, I just wanted to explain it, because I think some people out there are not understanding why I diet, but not really. I'm not on this to lose 10 pounds in a month, because for me that's not healthy. I'm not going to keep it off. This is going to be a very, very slow process for me. I am not stressing what I'm eating but I'm trying to monitor what I eat. And I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm not obese, okay? I am, even when I went in to have some tests done and I said something about being fat, and the nurse said, you are not fat. So, but I see myself as being a fat person, but I'm not. I'm just kind of trying to maintain a healthy weight is what I'm really trying to do. Can I have a piece of pizza? I'm going to eat a piece of pizza. Can I have a piece of cake? Well, I'm not really a fan of cake, but I could if I wanted to. You know, a piece of pie or whatever. But when I bake, I have healthier ways of baking where it's not going to be a terrible sugary, oily dessert if I don't want to have that. Well, pie crust has to be pie crust. There's no way I can get around the pie crust and have it taste like pie crust. But I can cut back the sugar, and I can cut back the oils. If I'm making breads and stuff, I can cut back the oils like a banana bread or a zucchini bread, and substitute the oils with applesauce. And I only have unsweetened applesauce because I make my own. It has no preservatives in it. I eat as healthy as I can. So anyway, this from Yuka is saying a little bit about fiber, and I did start questioning why she was having me drink fiber drink every morning. Is it benefiting me in any way? What is really the purpose of the fiber drink? So when I got this article on fiber, right as I was thinking about stopping drinking the fiber every morning, I kind of am like, thank you, Yuka, because now I'm going to keep doing the fiber. I understand the reason for the fiber now. So I'm going to read from this article a little bit to share this with you. But it's saying fiber actually belongs to the carbohydrate family, but unlike starch and sugar, fiber is a kind of carbohydrate that is neither digested nor absorbed by the body, which means it has no nutritional value. And yet it plays an essential role in digestion and overall health. Fiber ensures the bacteria in your gut is properly fed. And it's saying there's two types of fiber: soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber disperses in water and forms a gel in the body forms a gel in the body when it comes into contact with the water. Insoluble fiber does not dissolve in water, but actually absorbs the water. It works like a sponge, which means it has a high capacity for expansion. It says the vast majority of fiber-rich foods contain both soluble and insoluble fiber, both of which offer different benefits. For the fresh fruit and vegetables is especially high in soluble fiber, but their skins and peels mostly contain insoluble fiber, which you need both. You need to eat the skins on your fruit and vegetables. So fiber is a dispensable, healthy ally. It has many benefits. Number one, blood glucose regulation. And this is very interesting. It says it regulates your blood glucose by forming viscous gel in the intestines, and it slows down glucose absorption. When you consume high fiber, blood glucose will not rise as much after the meal. Plus, fiber helps prevent extreme fluctuations in blood sugar levels that would otherwise cause fatigue, weight gain, reduced insulin sensitivity. That what makes them the key in preventing the risk of diabetes. So fiber helps the risk of diabetes. Good blood glucose regulation is also strongly linked to the prevention of cardiovascular disease. That's what I need. I need to regulate my blood sugar. So fiber is a key factor in doing that, and I was not aware of that. And this article really has helped me out with understanding the reasons why I need to be having this fiber drink every morning. I mean, you can get fiber from foods, but supplementing that I don't think is a bad idea at all. It also says that fiber helps you to feel full. And helps regulate the appetite. In addition, foods that contain a lot of fiber require more chewing, which is an important part in feeling satisfied. For example, it stimulates various receptors, the tongue, the teeth, the palate, that will then tell the brain that you're eating and taking in nutrients. So it helps you feel full and satisfied, satiated. It's number 3, it's a digestive aid. It's essential to good digestion. The insoluble fiber swells up with water, increases the volume of food intake, which makes it easier to eliminate through the stool. This is why consuming adequate amounts of fiber helps prevent constipation. And I think we all kind of knew that. And number 4, it minimizes the contact with toxins. Fiber linked to the time in contact between the intestinal lining and toxins, pesticides, food additives, alcohol, etc. Thus, fiber helps reduce the risk of colon cancer because the digestive tract is less exposed to these toxins. It helps limit the contact time of like all those extra crap they put in food that's not supposed to be in there. I'm trying to work more at one ingredient, like fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, stuff without preservatives in it. I'm going in that direction. I know I have stuff in my pantry still that I've bought, but I'm working towards doing better. And am I going to throw all that food away? No. Food is expensive and I can't afford to throw food away. So I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to eat it, but I'm going to shop wiser this year. I'm trying to improve a lot of things and habits this year, and the foods I bring into this house is going to be one. And I know Steve likes his junk food and he likes his chips and junk, and he's welcome to eat all that stuff, but I'm trying to cut back on all that. I don't need chips. I mean, if I'm having like a taco salad or something, I'll eat some chips with that, but I don't need to snack on those kinds of chips and stuff like that that are not healthy. I have to find healthier foods. And yesterday when my son came and I said, what do you want me to cook you, a hamburger, you know? And he said, Mom, I'm just as happy with yogurt and fruit and some carrot sticks and some celery sticks. And so we made a nice plate. I cut up some fruit and we had fruit and yogurt with celery and carrot sticks and a cheese stick. And I was, you know, that's what I would eat anyway. But he put in my head to eat some celery and some carrots with that, which I wouldn't have done. And I need to start doing that and putting some more the fiber richer foods into my diet. So it's saying that fiber can be found in plants. It's saying bananas, apples, pears, raspberries, figs, nectarines, in vegetables, artichokes, spinach, green beans, broccoli, cauliflower, and I do eat cauliflower. I snack on cauliflower. It's talking about beans like lentils, beans, chickpeas, white beans, any kind of the beans, the dried beans. I have a lot of dried beans. And I do love beans. I love beans. So I do eat the beans. Nuts, almonds, pistachios, peanuts, walnuts, hazelnuts, etc. And I do eat almonds. I had some almonds. I have those little pre-packaged ones. But it would be cheaper to package my own. So I could get a variety of these and put them in a little pack, not a big pack. You don't need to eat the whole thing. But just, you know, a little serving of 12 nuts or something like that, 15 nuts, and that's a nice serving, and that's plenty. And then your grains, your oats, your rye, your quinoa, brown rice, whole grain breads, etc. So those are great sources of fiber. And that's what it's listing here. So also saying eat the fruits and vegetables with the skin on. Add nuts to your yogurt and your salads. consume whole fruits at breakfast instead of fruit juice. And my nutritionist said don't drink anything, any fruit juices or any sodas or anything like that. Don't drink calories. Don't drink sugar. So no sugar. So I don't, and I've never been a big juice drinker or soda drinker. Anyway, I mostly drink water during the day. I may have a cup of green tea or a cup of coffee maybe once or twice a month. I don't drink a lot of coffee. But I do like green tea, hot green tea from time to time. And maybe a couple times a week, maybe. And then it's saying prioritize your whole grains, like your brown rice, your whole grains, your whole grain pastas, etc. I don't eat a lot of bread. I rarely eat a sandwich. So that is not a big deal. I might try to make some whole grain bread. I might try to get some recipe and make that. We're going to see about that. But I don't know if Steve would eat it or not. So we may do that as a taste test thing coming up as I get into more cooking and baking and stuff, to see if Steve will eat homemade whole grain breads, which, you know, I could eat that. Maybe rolls. Maybe I could do some whole grain rolls or something like that. And we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Well, I'll think about that one. And it says remember to eat your things like lentils and chickpeas and white and red beans, etc., which are high in protein and fiber and a good meat replacement for some of your meals. Now, we are meat people. We love to eat meat, so I don't know that we can take a whole meal and not have meat in it for, well, that's for dinner, because I don't eat meals like whole, like meat and potatoes and that. I don't eat that for lunch because that would totally blow up my weight. So I have a light lunch with something like, I might do a lettuce with some tuna on it or some yogurt and fruit or something like that. But I do not have meat for lunch. Well, I guess tuna would be fish. I don't know if that's considered meat. But very rarely we'll have meat for lunch at all. So that's the article. I thought was very interesting, and now I understand the reason that I'm drinking fiber drink as a suggestion from my VA nutritionist, and I will continue to do that, to add fiber to my diet to help with my A1Cs, and hopefully when I go back in October to have them tested again, I will have a different result. Not that they're extremely high, but they could be better. So that's all I have on that. I'm going to go and work on my taxes. It's 8:40 now, and then head to my craft room and hang out with my mom and my sisters, whoever's available to hang out, and do some crafting. I finished the taxes today. I worked in the craft room a little bit, organized a little bit of stuff up. I did do a bag, but it's the same as another bag I've already done, so I don't have to show you that. We're just going to do leftovers for dinner. Steve should be home pretty soon. I need to reboot my router for my internet because my printer isn't working correct. And that's one of the things it recommends. It's saying it can't find the internet. So I'm going to reboot that and see if that helps. So I can print out my last tax form. I've printed out the federal, but it's not letting me print out the state. It's giving me an error code. So I'm going to mess with that. That's going to be it for today. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to. And I will catch y'all on tomorrow's video. And remember, it's all about the adventure. See you tomorrow. Bye now.